Hello, all my lovely friends. I've missed you. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. Oh, and the sun's gone in. Wow. Okay, so why have I not been here? It's not because I don't want to craft with you guys. It's just been manic since Christmas. And I did also have someone who I used to think was a very dear friend accused me of stealing her tutorials. Don't know how. I haven't done any for a while, and the ones that she's done are nothing like mine. So I took some time out to think about that, whether it was a good idea that I'd done them, because I started to wonder what I could actually do without upsetting people. See, this is how I think. And then I started to think, well, my darling friend Gaynor is doing lots of albums, so I stay away from graphic 45 paper in case she thinks I'm copying her, which she wouldn't. She'd tell me to shut up and stop being a silly moo, because Gaynor's not like that. She's gorgeous. She'd actually tell me off. But you see, this is what went round in my head. I mean, I've been doing albums for ages now, and like I said, Gaynor is an absolute darling, and she would slap my legs for even thinking like that, because she's not that kind of person. So, but I thought, no, I'll do my own thing. My conscience is clear. I don't ever copy anyone, ever. Not my style. If I can't do something myself, then I will always say this is inspired by, or you know, different ways of thanking people for their help and their creativity to get you sparked. But this is my own. I've always done my own. I also have some cards that I need to show you from the lovely Gertie. Amazing. So I shall be doing those as well. I've got an order which I'm doing, which is, I've started it and thought I should be recording this so that you can see a 12 by 12 album. I'm doing it a slightly different way, and then I'm going to do the other one another way with other paper, so I can, because when I put the paper in here, this is my test piece here. Oh, 1 second. So this is my test piece. I usually do a test piece, you see, and here it is. Here's my test piece. I did put a flap on this one just to box it in. Didn't like it. That looks unfinished and I wasn't happy with it, but as I say, this is just my test piece to see how I liked the style. So in here the pages are done a different way to what I usually do them, so that then makes these pages 11.5, but the outside is 12 by 12. So yeah, this is how I do my test pieces. So I will finish this up and maybe do a giveaway for this one. I don't know that I would be happy giving away something with that on. Who knows, maybe if someone says, oh, I'd like to win that, then I'll finish it up. And see, look, it's got a crease there on the back. Things like that really bother me big time, but if someone says they want to win it fully done up, I don't mind. So this one here will be the same but without the flap. So the outside is 12 by 12 and the pages, they will be 11.5. So strictly speaking, if someone's going to argue, it's not a 12 by 12 album, but I will do it the other one my old way, which I do my spine completely different, and that will be 12 by 12. So I'd already started this. What I'm just going to do is take you through the construction of the outer and the just so we get to this stage. This is going to be so hard to film, but just so we get to this outside stage, and then we can carry on here. So that's what we're going to do. I do also have at some stage, which I'm going to do, is I have here some dies. Now I have become a part of a design team for an AliExpress seller. Now I know a lot of people don't like them, but then I know a lot of people use them because at the moment money is scarce and people still want to be able to craft. And I do say that I do try to pick items that are original from AliExpress, but there you go. So I will always try, but this here is an album. It is an album set where you actually make up an album, obviously, sorry. So there's the spine and there's your outside covers, and I thought I would show you how to do one of those if you feel that you don't have the talent to do an album. Yes, you do. Everyone does. Everyone does. And I have also got some other bits and pieces to do albums, but they are more expensive, so that's another thing. Right, so this time what I am using is some Tyvek paper. Now it's really important that you get the right one, because I bought Tyvek fabric paper. I didn't like that at all. It was nasty. So this is the 105 gram, and you can print on it as well. So that has a completely different feel to the other one, which wasn't very nice. And I've gone with cardboard, little sheets of, I think it's called plywood, not cardboard, so it's plywood. If anyone wants to see a tutorial, I think it's on cardboard. Gaynor done one. Gaynor, who everyone knows, Gaynor, the lovely Gaynor. What is Stamp with Joy? So look her up. She's done a lot of albums as well. So have a look at that. So anyway, I'm going to do a black one because I am going to be using a different paper, which I will do this one with the black one next time. So I'm going to do the spine, and then once the spine's finished, I'm going to put this one away and use this for the next tutorial with a different paper. And the paper is beautiful, beautiful. And I thought with the dies, the ones that I've just showed you, I am going to use this beautiful. So you've got, that's the paper, Steampunk Romance. It's beautiful. And we have the embellishment pads, which are again lovely. They're 40 sheets of 10 different designs, and they are stunning. Oh, you can see them there, absolutely gorgeous. And then there are 24 sheets of the matching paper. So that is what I'm going to do. Oh, that's just something. What am I missing? These. Silly moo. There's these ones as well. So some of those I use aren't sentiment driven. So that is what I am going to use with those, which is pretty cool. Excuse me. Still can't shake this cold. I've had it for months now. Absolutely months. I wish it would go away. Mind you, I suppose that's the problem of taking in immunosuppressants. tablets that I take are designed to kill your immune system, so that's a bummer. Right, so this is the paper we're going to need, and like I say, we're going to need the chipboard. Now you're probably thinking, and how much is that lot going to cost? Well, the chipboard, the one I'm using for my other one is white, because they do white, and this one is obviously black, of course, it's sitting there. Now they come in packs of 25, so that's a lot of albums. That is definitely a lot of albums. And this here comes in at the black comes in at £16.37, no delivery, and the white, when I got it, was £15, no delivery. Now I think that's gone up a little bit, but I'm not sure. And that's off Amazon. And the Tyvek paper, this, you get 10 sheets of A4 for £5.79. Now it sounds like a lot, but you don't actually use a lot of this at all. So that again is really good value. You can't rip this paper. It's good value. You can use thick card, 12 by 12 thick card. If one sheet isn't enough, you can glue two together, but by the time you buy a pack of thick cardstock, you're pretty much talking the same amount as buying this. But the choice is yours. It's always your choice. I thought I would give this a go because it's thin enough that I can cut it, no problem. I have a new trimmer, well, new to me, because of I've always used a Stampin' Up trimmer for 12 by 12. I use the Tim Holt guillotine for the smaller A4 size, but for my 12 by 12 I always use a Stampin' Up, but the blades became a problem, and then they were expensive, and then you have to place a bigger order, blah blah. So I got this, but the reason I went for this is simply because of these lines. Sounds silly, but I do a lot of pictures, so for the matting you have to have a 45-degree angle. Well, this makes it child's play. I have done the most gorgeous matting round my photos and my printouts, so that made it nice and easy. And a bonus, a pack of 5 blades costs £5.99, and the blades last for a very long time, even cutting this, and you have to push it down for it to cut. So if you have children, it's a brilliant safety feature. So let us start. But it is so nice to be crafting with you, lovely people. If you have been Angela, I am going to text you, sorry. And also for anyone that has been sending me messages, I'm only just starting to catch up. So I have been away for a little while, so yeah, I'm just catching up. So for this we are going to need 2 12 by 12 sheets, so I'm going to put those to one side, and we are going to need 1 sheet to cut up for the album. Now with the style I'm doing now, each page will take up ½ an inch. So what you have to think is, how many pages do I want? So if you want 12 pages, you're going to do a 6-inch spine. If you want 10 pages, that is 10 leaves. Remember, you've got 2 sides to each page. Not being silly, but sometimes when I say 10 pages, you might think that I've got 10 actual either sides. So I'm going to do a 5-inch for the one that's an order, because it's a wedding album. I am going with 6, because obviously you want as many as you can. So we are going to go for a 5-inch on this one, and I'm going to line it up. It's a really, I think this is like really cheap, but it's good. I have put this through its paces. I mean, I cut the really thick grey board with it, and I mean really thick, and it copes. I am constantly amazed that a cheap one of these, I mean, a lot of people have had a lot of problems. Me, no, I have put it through its paces. Oh, I'm going to need that. So that will go back into my pack, and that will then become a spine on another one. So you do get quite a lot of. Now I did have, because this probably does need changing. I've been so tight. I've had that probably 2 months, maybe not. I haven't really used it on camera. I might have, oh, I don't know, but it's been a while and I haven't changed the blade yet. Being really tight. Mind you, once the Tyvek's on there, it's not going to show. So I need that out. I've just said that goes over there with my 2 pages. Now where have I put my paper? I put it there. So this is obviously A4. Now UK A4 is 11 3/4 ish, so it's not enough to do the full thing. So what I'm going to do is I will make up the difference, because on the I do like prototypes and then trials. The this other one here, this one, I didn't do it all the way up, which doesn't show, but I didn't like it. With the white one, see, that is awful. I might find a way of putting another one over the top so it doesn't show, if anyone does decide that they want it as part of a giveaway. I just, one side of the white ones is actually white and one is, let me show you, it's easier to show you. So there's the white one. Let's get rid of that. So that's one side, that's the other, but the edges are, can you see, they're that colour. So the very first one I used pigment ink, white pigment ink. That took forever to dry. I mean, this was in my craft room, which I have lots and lots of light, and it's been warm and it still took ages. So on this one I use my Distress Oxide ink on it, and that one done so much better, and you can't really see the difference. So anyway, back to this. I am going to make sure that the Tyvek goes right up to the top. So I'm doing these width-wise at 2 inches, because then that gives it an inch on either side, which is enough to hold it. And that one's just a bit more, mind you. Oh, it doesn't matter. When I go to score it, I'm aware. So you're going to have, that's inside and out, inside and out. And then with this one, all as I am going to do is do 2 rows. Now, I don't know if I need to do 2 rows, but I'm always going to use this up. So if I don't, then it will go back in the bag with the rest to be used. So that is good. Now I do use glue on some, but I have a mix of double-sided tapes. So a lot of people who use this actually do put tape on here. I put it directly onto the board because I'm clumsy. I am really clumsy. So I cleaned my board yesterday and got all the glitter out of it. Well, most of it. No doubt there's some in there. I was very proud of myself. Right, so do you need a scoreboard to do this? No, you can just fold it in half. So this one's a bit bigger, so I am just going to score that down the centre, but all the rest here are 2-inch, so you will score obviously at 1 inch, and you'll use the small ball the same as you would for scoring card. This is tough stuff. Yeah, so the next time I'm going to be doing my system that I've used forever, and that will give a full 12 by 12 page, which is a lot of people just literally want to get a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and put it on there. So we're now going to fold this. See what I mean? You can just literally fold it. Dear goodness, it's terrible. I thought I cleaned that properly. Before I come on, I got decided that I was going to get all my sticky bits that sometimes get onto my clear tablecloth. I put a clear protective cloth over the top, so I thought I would clean that off, and I got my WD-40 which gets underneath and loosens it up, but you always get one bit that's sticky. So and I went and scrubbed my hands, which you do after using WD-40, not because it's dangerous or anything, but simply because it's greasy. That's why it lifts all the sticky up. See, look, it's that sort of thing. So right, here we go. So they're all done. What I am going to just do is I'm going to have that. This is amazing. I don't use my Stampin' Up one now because this here is really hard and it gets it out. Mind you, I think Stampin' Up are bringing out a new one that's got something like that. So on their tool where you bring out bits and pieces. Sorry, I'm just getting my supplies. So I got my pen, seal, my pencil, that, and I need scissors. So that's it. Get my phone out of the way. It's on silent. I have some glue and I'm also going to use some of this ultra transparent glue stick. It's a pack of 2 on Every Craft's £1, and it's pretty good. It's not, you know, going to set the world on fire, but it's pretty good. Right, so here we go. So the paper I'm going to be using on this is, I think, Mulberry Dreams, something like that. And the one I'm using on the one that I'm going to be doing now with you, the white one, as I say, this is just to show you how to make up the cover because I had already started this. Right, so let us put, so no, I'm going to get a bit more organised this time. Yeah, I think it's called the Promise, but this one will be Mulberry, which is obviously all colours of purples and lilacs. It's beautiful. Mind you, I also do have, which I don't know what one to use. Perhaps this should be a vote. Perhaps that should be a vote. That one or the other one, which I can't get to at the moment because I have a microphone on. And that was that piece of paper falling, that pack of paper falling on the floor. Right, now this does rip, but I'm not going to be tearing this. So if you want to put this, sorry, I just need to tidy that up a little after it fell on my foot. Good job I can't feel my feet. So if you want to put this on 1.5 speed, my voice will sound funny, but if you mute it and just watch, you can see just as much. Because I understand that not many people want to hear me gab on. Right, now with this, make sure you give that a good rubbing, and you'll do that on both sides. Take your time to do this bit right, because logically, you know, if the covers and the spine fall apart, that's it. All that effort and time and all your beautiful work is undone. And who wants that? Not me. So I hope you're all well. So, right, there's one. I have got lots of new goodies that I don't know. If you have anything overhanging, cut it off. I've got lots and lots and lots of new goodies. If you want to see them, let me know. Some people don't want to. I always worry that people might think I'm showing off, and that isn't the case. I don't have that kind of personality, because if all of you live near me, I would have you round for crafting days. I am going to get Angela round for a crafting day. I will get her round. We can do a parchment crafting day. So there was only a little bit hanging over, but it is so important to me that we don't have that hanging over. God, it's very warm in my room, and I can't have the window open in case there's lots of noise. And I know that I do have a microphone on, and I'm so glad if it helps out some people that were unable to hear me before. I mean, I think my husband would like me to be able to take the volume down a notch. Oops. Right, there's those. It doesn't actually take too long to do. And I know that if you're happy just ripping them, it will take even less time. Now I'm going to hang that over because that one, I mean, you can literally, and it's just the same, but somehow just makes me think it's more finished if I cut it. Mind you, that's just a straighter line. Let's see, shall we? What do you think, people? Which way would you do it? I suppose being on camera I should do it the most speedy way. Get the creases out, cut off anything that is overhanging. So I have I had ink on me. I got, you know, I'm a mad keen on Alter New alcohol markers. They are amazing. Well, I am trying them out. I have found a new marker, an alcohol marker. I'm not going to say the make because I actually want to see how they actually do work. I mean, I know that's that, but that's because they arrived. They're really juicy. They have the brush, but they are a fraction of the cost, and they do have refills. So I will see how they work out, and then if anyone is interested, I will give you the name of them and where you can get them. But I am not going to recommend something that is not good. It's just not me. Right, there. Here we go. See, it's worth the time to get that done properly because it doesn't take a huge amount of time. So, here we go. Let's do this one first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up right to the bottom, and then after, actually I won't because that's going to make that Tyvek bit a bit, sorry I just knocked that camera. Oh, I wonder, by the time I put paper on, oh, I don't know what to do. I suppose what I could do is do half. Oh, indecision. Oh, I'm just going to do that because it's such a small fraction when you actually even it out. No, do it properly. Do it properly. So if I cut that down, then that gives enough for me to be able to do that. I'll be happier. I will be happier. Right, so you can actually, I saw, now what is her name? Shelley Geigel, J&S Crafts. Oh, you probably all know her, you probably do. So all as you do, what was I going to say? She's been using kits that you can actually buy from, now who is that? They're called Insta albums, and they are from, oh, it will come to me. Right, so I'm going to push that over. Okay, And because it's not exposed underneath, I am going to fold that over, because then when I come to butt it up, I will butt it up right against there, because I didn't want that to stick onto something like it just did. Right, so I'm going to do the same. So I am going to line that up with that, and we are going to just, oh, stop doing that. Going to line that up there. No, do it the other way, which you just done. Oh dear. So line that up and then fold that over. There. So now I can just cut off that bit and that bit. Now if you decide that you don't mind that gap, then don't do it, lovies. Just don't do it. You don't have to. I should show you the way to do it though, that you can then decide which way you want to go, whether you leave a gap or you do it like this. Heartfelt Creations, that's who's making them, and you can buy all the inserts that do all the fancy bits. So again, if you don't like making them, or you feel you can't, you can. You really can. This is going to be a step by step. It's going to be so simple. Please don't ever feel you can't do anything or you're not talented enough. You are. You really are. Right. So we are now going to peel off the front and back covers one at a time. And we are going to make sure we get this, so push it upright so it's not touching, and then when you fold it down, keep pushing it against that so you get a nice, literally it's butted up against it. And we do that one. You can use glue for this. I don't use glue on this bit, but it would certainly give you some extra time. I'm just not a fan on using a lot of glue on albums because sometimes it can make them go soggy. So again, get it lined up, push it hard against that, right against the other one, make sure it's against it all the way down, keep pushing it as you put it down. Now I think, yeah, see, no, do you know what, I think I'm all right with that. I'm not going to obsess on it, try not to anyway. I always have to do this the other way. Weird, I know. Weird, I know. I should just get my thingy in, shouldn't I? The pokey. I'll just get that in. So let's use this. So we're going to fold it in half, and we are going to make sure this is in. We are going to put that fold against that and push it down, and then straight over and down, and we are going to do the same. So hold that there. This is going to be any troubles filming this thing, and then all the way down. But because this is flat, as long as you push it down as you cut it, push it down as you move with it. I'll leave that on for the minute. It will lay flat. Which is very, very handy, because as you remember, I am one of the clumsiest people I know. So again, let's get rid of these small bits again. So line that up along there and along there. I mean, it's not as important because of the adhesive like tape is within there. All as I do afterwards is I'll run down some glue just to seal that down, and we will do the same right here. So just hold that down, and then yep, lovely, line that up and straight over. Now this is really important that you do this, because if there are air bubbles and people have greasy hands, well, I shouldn't say greasy, have natural oils, right, so just trim these off. Just turn that over. There, and believe it or not, I will keep that bit. I won't keep that bit. I will keep that bit. Let's tidy up my mess. So there, my lovely ones. Should just pop some glue along there and there, which I'll do now very quickly. That is that working? No, it is. That is how you do that spine. Not the spine. This one was the wider one that I didn't bother trimming up. I was lazy, I should have trimmed that up. So push it out. And I should just do that again under here. Push it outwards. No, that one's okay. Did I do that one? Must have done that one. No, that one doesn't need it. That does a fraction, but not a lot. That one does. just make sure all your corners are glued down. Just make the effort at this stage because it pays off. Right. Even if you just rub it over the top. There. This is all going to be covered up. So don't... So yes, this is a good way of doing the outsides. I mean, I will always love doing my albums the other way, but I have to say, after doing some this way, I am becoming a fan. So yeah, so you've got two options. You can either do this way or the next way, which I will show you, which is going to give you a true 12 by 12 inside page, as well as on the outside. And I will be giving you a tutorial on how to do one. Let's knock that down so it doesn't bung up. How to do one with the dies from AliExpress. Right, now I'm not going to bend this now because I do that after I've done the paper, but that is it. That is how you'll do it, and you'll literally just bend it up then. But this is so strong that it doesn't tear or rip, so lovely and flexible. So that is how you do the spines. Oh, that looked like that was peeling off. So there you go, and that is the spines on the new way. I will put that to one side. So now it is up to you whether I go with that one, or I will get the other one. I'll just disconnect my microphone. 1 second. It's Mulberry Kisses. Do beg your pardon. Sorry. While I put this on. Sorry, I'm also trying to keep the cable out. So this is the Mulberry Kisses. Oh, I think this one's going to win. But it is down to you which way I go. It's up to you. Let me know. But for now, we are doing the wedding one, which is an order, which is that one, and I will be carrying on with that. This is lovely. It's got it's light embossed. I will be carrying on with that one right after this. But if anyone does want to do a giveaway with this one, that's my prototype one. Just put it down there. I will finish it off. I will look at recovering that because of that line. What I do is I should just cut that out. But it isn't perfect. It's the first one I did. Like I say, look, it's silly things like this that really annoy me. It's bunched up. But yeah, no, if you think I should finish that and do a giveaway, let me know. Anywho, my lovelies, that is how you do the album, front, back and panel, and I will now get on. You literally then you just attach the paper. I don't need to show you how to do it. This here is actually a canvas paper, so it's more stretchy. You don't have to use that at all. So anyway, I'm going to upload this, and then I shall be filming on how to do this. So I have missed you all, and I'm so pleased I decided not to let one person ruin my crafting with you, because this for me is a therapy. This is better than these patches. It's better than the 36 odd tablets I have to take a day. So, my darlings, you are very important to me. Thank you for being part of my world. Thank you for being part of this community, this fabulous community that encourages people. It's very rare you're going to get a bad egg like I did, but that's one person. And I just love you all. Sounds corny, sounds like a load of rubbish, but you brighten my world. That's the truth. Right, so my crafty people, my friends, I will be with you again shortly. I'm going to upload this. I do have to show you Gertie's cards, which I might do that right now actually. Yes, I will. I will do that. So I will say goodbye to you all. If you haven't subscribed, just down here there's a subscription button. If you press the bell, it will notify you when I upload, which will be a lot more now. I finally decided I'm not going to let it upset me, and I have a clear conscience. I don't copy anyone. Anyway, goodbye to you all, big hugs, and I will be with you shortly. Thank you for taking part of your time out of your day to spend with me. It's amazing. It amazes me. I don't know how I got lucky enough to get you guys, but I did. Thank you very much. Big hugs. Bye.